David Battle, an excellent gentleman, symbol of trust and excellence, alumnus of the famous Yale School of Management, serial entrepreneur, purpose-driven, seasoned and versatile travels, finance, real estate, and aviation services management expert, team player, and industry icon, is the founder, group managing director, and chief executive officer of Sehembz Group, a world-class diversified group of companies in Nigeria and operators of Sehembz Travels and Tours, and indeed one of the most distinguished CEOs to look out for in 2026.
Sehembz Group, as we call it now, started over a decade ago as Sehembz Travel. We are into travel hospitality, basically. But right now, under the Sehembz Group, we have 5 subsidiaries. We have the Sehembz Travels, the popular company that most people know. We have the Sehembz VIP concierge services, that's into VIP chauffeurs, basically. We also have the Cedar Academic Alliance for study abroad. You know, those who want to study abroad. That company processes visas and admissions for those clientele. We also have the Sehembz Pay. Sehembz Pay helps clients that want to pay their school fees abroad, that need FX. So it's just a value chain, right? And then we also have Battle Homes. Battle Homes is also a shortlet in Abuja that is also the under the Sehembz Group. And last but not least, we have Food and Forest Restaurant also in Abuja. These subsidiaries came because there was a need. As a travel company, we got a lot of requests and demand. Oh, my child wants to study abroad. Okay, we did your travel to the US, to the UK, to France, wherever you wanted to travel, and you loved our services. Then you're like, okay, do you guys do study abroad? My child wants to travel abroad. Study abroad is a part of travels. So do we still continue, sending those clients to other companies? That was why we now started the Cedar Academic Alliance company. And then we have our VIP clients that when they come to Nigeria, they are traveling, or they need cars to pick them from their hotels to the airport back, or they're coming to Lagos and they are based in Abuja, they need cars to take them around, or vice versa. That was when we now said, okay, you know what, there's a demand for this business, let us start our VIP concierge services. And then we also had clients that used to come to Abuja for different visa purposes from other states in Nigeria. Where will you stay? Where will you stay? Initially, we were pushing them to other partner hotels and accommodations, but then we decided to have our own. The only thing that is out of this value chain was the restaurant, but then it was also because of the fact that we are a company that values partnerships and networking. I believe that success can be replicated, and the number one thing I would say is integrity. Integrity is very, very important. And I always tell people that when you meet people, don't start thinking of what you can get from them. What value are you adding to people? And then when you do things with people, people can see through things. Try to be very transparent as possible. And that leads me to the point that when we do business with people, our clientele, we're not just looking to get that first business. We're looking for you to come back. So if I do business with you the first time, and you don't come back, I don't see it as me doing business with you. I don't feel fulfilled. It's when you come back again, and then you come back the third time. That's when I know that you're my customer. So it is very, very important. So the first thing is integrity. Second is the fact that, as I mentioned earlier, we value people genuinely, not just the money we are making from them. We understand that everybody that is coming to us has a dream. You have a dream of studying abroad. You have a dream of going for a vacation. Is a dream, and we are fulfilling people's dreams. It's just like when you go to the hospital and a doctor is operating, the person's life is in your hand as a doctor. Same way, people's dreams are in our hands. So fulfilling those dreams is very, very important. And when you fulfill those dreams, you add value to people, money is automatically going to come to you. And then staying informed, innovative. We try to do things, to change things, and to ask questions. We're curious. What are the new trends happening? How can we do things better? How can we improve on our processes? And then last is adaptability. Things are changing every day. What you're experiencing in 2023 is not what you're experiencing now. We're talking about tax now. Tomorrow may be different. 2023, we're talking about fuel increase. 2024, we're talking about FX. It's different challenges. How do you adapt and stay afloat amidst all these challenges is what makes you a great entrepreneur. I founded this company when I was in university, and I actually served in this company. So this company has been around for almost a decade. Some people like, you're young. I was like, yes, I started this company when I was in university, and then I served in this company, and I've been a CEO from that time, 2020 to 2012 till date. So Sehembz means victory. So I now added the Z. So it's like the victory from Zion. So that is where the name comes from. That's where I coined the name from. I can see we have been victorious amidst the different terrains, different challenges that have been thrown at us in doing business in Nigeria. And currently we are even operating outside of Nigeria as well. So God gives us the victory. We are living our name. One of our important vision is to making travel seamless. And when you talk about seamless travel for you could be affordable travels. For somebody could be a variety of options. For maybe newly married people could be love. They want to travel and experience deeper love together. So for us, it's satisfying those dreams, making travel seamless, and of course making travel also very, very transparent to our clientele. That is just what our dreams is about. So we understand that, of course, not just Spain, our whole office understands that it's not just about booking tickets or applying for that visa. We understand that people's dreams are there. It's about faith, it's about passion, and it's about helping people fulfill their travel dreams. That is what we're about. That's our vision. I feel that the travel industry or the hospitality industry in Nigeria is highly untapped. I've been to over 34 countries so far, and I intend to make it 40 this year. And I've been to other countries in Africa that their highest revenue is tourism. Countries like Kenya, countries like Tanzania, countries like Uganda. And tourism creates a very, very big and huge ecosystem in such a way that when people are going to a tourist location, let us say we have a tourist location in your village, the tour operators there are going to be the locals, right, which are from your village. That is employment. The people coming are going to pay tax to the government earns money, and then of course there are gate fees, there are levies, there's foreign investment, because people are going to fly. Besides those traveling from one state to the other, there's also going to be international movement, which brings in effects, and then of course even the local ones. So it is a huge trillion naira industry that has been untapped. I've been to places in Nasarawa, in Mambila Plateau, in Kaduna, of course in my state Benue, even in Enugu, different states, where I will see a waterfall that people will travel all the way to South Africa, to Zimbabwe to go and see. And those things are in our backyard. It is just like what they say, that what you are going to Sokoto to look for is in your Sokoto. And these places are on tap. There was one place I went to in Nasarawa. It was called Parinwa. That waterfall is said to be the tallest waterfall in West Africa. The roads to this waterfall were not even, there were no roads. We had to park our car, we had to use Okada, we had to trek before we went to those places. So imagine that these places are tapped. There are roads, there are levies. It's going to create a whole value chain of money to our country. Now let us go to the December. Are you aware that tickets in the Christmas of 2026 are already being booked for that December? I don't know that you have that information. They have been booked already. That is the value of hospitality in this country, and the government needs to put in measures, things like security, because people want to come to places that have security. And of course things like, if I don't even advise government to put money into it, but they can do what they call public-private partnership, PPPs. These guys will develop these places, and taxes are still going to come to government and create employment for us. So I feel that we are really living below the potential of tourism in Nigeria, and it can be done better. And as of 2022, a ticket to Abuja was 22,000 naira on Dana. In short, even if you booked like a month ahead, you get like 18,500 for those night flights. Right now, you cannot get a ticket of 120,000. And even during December, tickets for one way are rose to over 300,000 naira. you get. So I feel that there are a lot of things that can come together. Number one, I believe, is government intervention, because there was an interview I watched where Paul Oyema was talking about the fact that these taxes have come into place and tickets can increase with exactly, because these people need to buy your aviation fuel, they need to pay bills. I was even hoping that with the Dangote refinery and tickets will go down because they are producing jet one fuel, aviation fuel. So I believe that government really needs to intervene, because when cost of tickets go high, it's going to kill tourism to a very large extent. Government intervention is really needed, of course, to make, and let us maybe tax rebate for operators, availability of fuel, of course, at a lesser price now that we have Dangote fuel available. There are lots of unsatisfied consumers everywhere. Even with the biggest brands in the world like Apple, Coca-Cola, there are lots of unsatisfied clients. But the first thing that we try to do is to educate the client on clear expectations before we collect money. Because most times you see on, maybe you want to buy something on Instagram, you see this your suit, your very nice suit you're wearing, and then when you now pay for it, they don't tell you that, oh, it only came with a jacket, or the trouser is different. So we try to educate our clients on what they are going in. That's number one, clear expectations. And then we also try to under promise and over deliver. And when there are changes, because of course we're in an industry that there are a lot of changes. You can apply for your visa today to go to France, and then tomorrow embassy will say that no, things just change, requirements and all that. We try to communicate as often as we can, because I don't know if that's a Nigerian thing, but people are just quite funny sometimes. Sometimes you see a visa requirement that says 2 weeks. The embassy is telling you 2 weeks, or let us say 1 month, and then the person pays you money and then is expecting your visa, out in 3 days, and starts calling and threatening that he will call you out on social media. So we try to educate our client and let them know about these requirements. And for me, as I said, relationships are more important. When you feel that you are not so satisfied, may I have a refund policy in my company, I will give you a refund. I'll say that I'm sorry, I'll give you a refund. This is what I do. And of course, I'm not saying we cop all of it, but it helps us to manage it. But most importantly, we are customer centric and we value our customers. I see us fostering better partnerships with across Africa. We're in Kenya now. We want to be in more countries, locally and internationally. Maybe we may be in Kano soon. Maybe we may have a footprint in the south also. We want to be internationally and internationally. But again, most importantly, it's not just about the external, it's the internal as well. We want to be known as a company that has high integrity, that values its customers, that has good corporate governance, and that sets a trend for how companies should be run, both on how we treat our staff and how we treat our customers. And of course, we are in the 21st century. We have AI, we have technology. We want to also jump on that bandwagon and use technology to help better and automate our processes as well. When you do business just because of money, you would get bored. So for me, it's seeing people's dreams being achieved. When people travel, I travel a lot, and sometimes when I go to a country, like I was in Washington in July, and some of my friends, my clients turned friends, were calling me, oh, what's up, can I come and pick you, can we hang out? Everywhere I go to, I was in Toronto, same thing. I was in the UK, I'm like, no, don't worry, I want to stay in the hotel. Let me come and pick you, let me come and show you this place. I know you like tourist attractions. My clients have turned to be my friends. I did my wedding and I got so much support from my friends and clients in cars. Some insisted that they must come. It's what gives me joy and satisfaction, And then of course we have about 40 staff that are in this company that have been growing with us, that are getting better, their lives have been improved through the company, and of course the outreaches that we do. That is what keeps me going. And of course, for me as a person too, I've grown in this company. When I first started, I was a copper. Now I just finished my MBA. I have traveled to over 40 something, over 34 countries, courtesy of this company, and over 60% of my trips are mostly free because of other countries recognizing what I'm doing here. Tourism. I go as hosted buyer, tourism partners, and all that. That keeps me going. So I will always tell my friends that even without the money, I will still choose this business. So we are currently working on some documentary series where we go to these locations and do more of a media, let people know, let the government know that this place is here and this is what it can be turned to, and this is the potential that it has. Then of course I also help people that want to go into this industry, to mentor them and to help them and to show them that okay, this is what if these are things that I wish I knew when I started, to help them. And of course we also reach out to pay school fees to people from our educational consulting to help them and of course to encourage them, and also do expos. We've done like 3 so far in Abuja to educate people, free expos to educate people about study abroad, the opportunities that it holds, and how you can better your life, and how to apply for scholarships and all that. So this is what we do as our CSR, and we want to do more as also God helps us. I believe in that if you are not doing well in Nigeria and you japa, you will not still do well. It's a very uncommon truth, but I've seen it. People that are doing well and they japa, they did better. Those that were not doing well, the japa, they did worse. So I feel that people as much as this is what we do, I always advise people, when people come to my office, I advise them that don't just jump on a trend. You get it is not easy anywhere. It's not easy anywhere. I've stayed in different countries. It's not easy anywhere. Look at what works for you. Look at the system and ensure that you are doing good in your country. You are doing something. The only thing that japa brings is maybe better structures. It's easier to live in Nigeria than live abroad. I'm sorry, this is unpopular, of course, because of the industry I am in. It's easier because you are doing 3 or 4 jobs. 3 or 4 jobs, but of course things like transportation are easy, water, electricity, and all that. Ensure that you are valuable where you are, and then when you go abroad, you can still become more valuable. But don't think that greener pastures are just abroad. It is where you water it. Water yourself first. First of all, the Nigerian youths are not lazy. We are very brilliant. We are very innovative. The advice I would have for Nigerian youth is, number 1, to remain curious. Number 2 is to be hardworking. Number 3 is to be consistent. Because one thing I see you do these days is that you start tech for 1 year, the tech is not working. You start fashion, it's not working. You go to real estate, you now go to media. No, it doesn't work like that. You need to stay grounded. Of course, go to something that has a demand. Don't really go for your passion. Does your passion does it have a demand? If it does have a demand, stay at it, get better, be consistent and valuable. After some time, breakthrough will come. They always say that for you to be an expert on something, you have to spend like 10,000 hours and all that. If you stay consistent at something, you grow at it, you remain valuable, you grow networks at it, you are definitely going to be successful. I'm a cool guy. I love God. I'm the CEO of this company. I love to travel. I've been to 34 countries so far. I love to play lawn tennis. I play lawn tennis when I have fun, and a little bit of football. Now I'm getting older though, but not the one that I want to earn money in Saudi Arabia, but of course to keep fit. I love to also read. I love to read and educate my mind a lot, because I understand that people earn at the level they know. So I love to educate myself a lot, and I'm just a happy guy who wants the best for myself and best for others around me. I don't have any regrets. I just keep improving on myself. I really don't have any regrets. So when I look back, I just have so many memories that makes me laugh and all that. But then going back, I would believe more in myself and I'll invest more in myself.